The mystery behind graying and thinning hair in old age. 99% of people are clueless about this astonishing truth. Have you ever stopped to wonder why your once prized hair, jet black, thick and glossy, has now become frail, gray, brittle, or even litters the floor every morning? It's easy to point the finger at aging, assuming it's just the inevitable law of time. But what if I told you that growing older is only the surface of a much deeper iceberg? That there's a tangle of hidden secrets silently pulling the strings behind every strand of your hair? Buckle up for a thrilling ride of discovery as we unveil truths that 99% of people have likely never considered, the real reasons your hair is transforming, and how you can take back its former glory. Gray hair more than just a mark of time. Imagine this. One morning, you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror and spot those first few gray strands. At first, you might chuckle, thinking it's a sign of wisdom earned. But then they multiply, spreading like a gray army, conquering your scalp. You wonder, why is this happening? The usual suspect is melanin, the pigment that colors your hair, slowly deserting you. As we age, the melanocytes in our hair follicles start to clock out, no longer churning out enough melanin to dye new strands. The result? Your hair turns white or gray, like a canvas drained of its hues. But here's the twist. Why do some people go gray in their 30s, while others flaunt dark, shiny locks well into their 60s or even 70s? Aging isn't the sole ringleader here. Let's dig deeper. Genetics is one of the undercover maestros at work. If your parents or grandparents grayed early, don't be surprised if you're fast-tracked into the gray hair club. But that's not the full scoop. The unseen pressures of life, those sleepless nights over deadlines, those endless stretches of stress, might be teaming up with gray hair too. Scientists have even uncovered that cortisol, the stress hormone, can harm hair follicles and fast-track the graying process. And that's not all. Your diet's in on it too. Falling short on vitamin B12, iron, copper, or zinc, those quiet heroes that fuel your hair, could force your locks to wave the white flag sooner than expected. Oh, and those bottles of dye or curling chemicals you've relied on? They might be traitors, stealthily undermining your hair's health. So how do you push back against this enemy? Hold off on those pricey dye bottles. Instead, try stocking up on greens, salmon, eggs, and almonds, foods brimming with nutrients to nourish your follicles from within. Or dabble in natural hacks like black tea, guava leaf juice, or coconut oil with a splash of lemon to deepen your hair's color without harsh chemicals. Above all, master the art of relaxation, tame your stress, and treat your hair right. Can you slow the advance of gray hair? The answer lies in your hands. Test it out and find out. Hair loss. A nightmare beyond just growing old now. Let's pivot to another foe that robs people of sleep. Hair loss. Have you ever panicked after brushing your hair and seeing dozens of strands strewn across the floor? Or while shampooing, watching handfuls slip down the drain, leaving you wondering, am I headed for baldness? Don't be too quick to pin it all on old age. The reality is far more tangled than you'd guess. As we age, our bodies undergo a whirlwind of shifts. Hormones like estrogen in women or testosterone in men begin to taper off, weakening hair follicles and shrinking the growth cycle. The upshot? More hair falls out, while new strands dawdle like a lazy brigade. But age is only part of the equation. The natural aging process slows cell renewal, and free radicals pile up inside, quietly wrecking follicles from the core. If baldness or thinning runs in your family, genetics might be the compass steering you toward the same fate. But don't stop there. Check your plate. A diet skimping on protein, iron, zinc, vitamin D, or biotin can turn your hair into a casualty of malnutrition. What else is at play? Recall those days when stress left you too frazzled to eat, or those endless, sleepless nights. They're merciless hair killers. Cortisol rears its head again, throwing your hair's growth rhythm into chaos. Even the meds you take daily, from antidepressants to blood pressure pills to chemo drugs, could be suspects behind your shedding strands. And don't overlook conditions like hypothyroidism, diabetes, or lupus. They can silently turn your scalp into a war zone. So how do you fight back? Start with the basics. Load up on protein-packed foods like chicken, fish, and eggs. Chow down on spinach for an iron boost, or give your scalp a massage with coconut or grapefruit oil to jolt those follicles awake. Catching enough Z's and melting stress with yoga or meditation are natural wonder drugs too. But if the shedding persists, paired with unexplained exhaustion or rapid weight loss, don't dawdle. Visit a doctor to unearth if a bigger secret's hiding in your body. Dry, brittle hair. Are you unknowingly wrecking your own locks? Your hair was once silky as thread, gleaming under the sun, but now it's coarse and snaps like dry twigs in winter. Don't just blame the clock. You might be fueling the catastrophe yourself. As we age, the sebaceous glands on our scalp slack off, pumping out less natural oil to hydrate and guard your hair. Keratin, the champion that lends hair strength and elasticity, also sees a production dip, leaving strands frail and exposed to every thread. But that's just the start. Reflect for a sec. How many times have you let your hair bake under blazing sun without cover? How many days have you blasted it with a hot dryer or iron without defense? UV rays, air pollution, tap water chemicals, and those cherished dye bottles are all covert foes, stripping your hair's protective cuticle, sapping its moisture, and leaving it frazzled. Add to that a diet low on omega-3s, vitamins A, C, E, or zinc, and your hair's drying out from the inside too. Ever thought that a simple shampoo slip, like scalding water or sulfate-laden products, could have your hair screaming for mercy? Don't fret, there's still a lifeline. Try coconut oil, a natural elixir to soften your hair from root to tip. Masked with avocado and egg or aloe vera with honey can be rescuers for dry, battered locks. Guzzle water, toss in salmon and walnuts for omega-3s, and ease up on high-heat styling. These small moves could spark magic, but if breakage lingers, with an itchy or flaky scalp in tow, stay alert. It might hint at a deeper issue. Dare to shake things up and save your hair? Slow-growing, thinning hair. Are your follicles dozing off? Have you noticed your hair takes ages to grow, months to hit your desired length, and it's thinning out right before your eyes? Don't shrug it off as a petty aging quirk. Something's stirring with your follicles. As we get older, blood flow to the scalp trickles down, starving follicles of the oxygen and nutrients they crave to function. Hormones like estrogen and testosterone fading also drag the growth cycle, leaving weak, dawdling strands. But that's not the whole tale. A lack of biotin, iron, zinc, or protein, hair's vital fuel, can send follicles into a strike. Dead skin and oil clogging your scalp are saboteurs, choking off new growth. And don't discount stress. Just a week of work pressure or a few restless nights can scramble your hair's growth pattern. Did it cross your mind that dye bottles, harsh chemicals, or overwashing might be quietly sapping your hair's strength? How do you rouse those follicles? Try a daily scalp massage with grapefruit, rosemary, or peppermint oil, natural jump starters for blood flow and growth. Pile on protein-rich foods like eggs and fish. Stay hydrated and chill out with meditation or yoga to ditch stress. Smart hair care, dodging harsh chemicals and opting for mild shampoos is crucial too. But if growth stalls with patchy loss or scalp flare-ups, don't hesitate. See a doctor to probe what's lurking beneath. Sensitive scalp, the last villain you never suspected. Finally, have you ever felt your scalp itch or burn when switching shampoos? Or seen it redden at the lightest touch, like it's fuming? Don't brush it off as minor. It's a clue your scalp's aging. As years stack up, sebaceous glands slow, stripping your scalp of its natural oil armor, leaving it dry and prone to irritation. Diminished blood flow weakens it further, heightening sensitivity to every outside jab. But there's more to it. Those sulfate, paraben, or alcohol-spiked shampoos you use daily could be instigators, sparking scalp mutiny. Hormonal shifts, especially in women post-menopause, pile on the dryness and sensitivity. Even habits like washing with scorching water or Overusing a dryer might be co-conspirators harming your scalp. Ever consider that a rough scratch or a grimy pillow could tip it over the edge? No need to panic. You can soothe the rage. Switch to sulfate-free shampoos with calming naturals like aloe vera or green tea. Massage with coconut or olive oil to lock in moisture, while water and vitamins A, C, and E feed your scalp from within. Cut back on heat, swap pillows often, and skip harsh scratching. These little steps can work wonders. But if irritation hangs on with redness or heavy flaking, don't ignore it. See a doctor to decode this final enigma. Conclusion: your hair's destiny is yours to shape. From graying, shedding, dryness, slow growth, thinning, to a sensitive scalp. These 6 signs shout that time spares no one. But don't throw in the towel. The secret isn't in miracles or costly fixes. It's in your daily self-care. A nutrient-packed diet, a quick scalp massage, a solid night's sleep, or a grin instead of stress can rewrite your hair's fate. Ready to launch into the quest for your healthy, stunning locks? Start now and share your tale. You might just ignite inspiration in millions. Your hair isn't just beauty, it's your story. Craft a dazzling finale. So we've delved into the 6 common hair changes that come with aging. Though these shifts are inescapable, with the right care, you can still maintain vibrant, confident hair at any age. If this video helped you, don't forget to hit that like button to support the channel. Drop a comment below with any questions or your own hair care secrets. Subscribe and ring the bell so you won't miss our next helpful video. Thanks for sticking with us to the end. Catch you in the next one. Here's to your health and gorgeous hair.